In Andalusia, February is the month of La Desbanda, a date in which memory, justice and reparation for the victims of the fascist forces during the biggest massacre of the Civil War are still being demanded. Our colleague Lucia Muñoz brings us more information.
The
philosopher and writer María Zambrano, born in Andalusia, transformed the way we understand reality in the 20th century through her work. At the end of the Civil War, after Franco's persecution and genocide, she was forced into exile in Mexico, Cuba, and Puerto Rico.
It
is true that she had established that her homeland was the exile. She settles in exile. Really, if we think about it, it is more than 40 years that she will be living in those countries where she could work, give courses, lectures, conferences, and write articles. But contrary to what it may seem, her philosophical message is not installed in rancor, nor in hatred, but she is a woman who speaks of hope, love, peace.
In February
1937, like Zambrano, thousands of people fled along the Malaga-Almeria highway from the bombardment, by air and sea, of the fascist forces, an unprecedented massacre in Spain known as La Desbanda. The Association for the Democratic Military Memory has demanded the Ministry of Defense to exhume the pro-Franco admirals responsible for these war crimes from the military mausoleum and honors, in accordance with the law of democratic memory, which they have not complied with.
Therefore, they are ultimately responsible for the war crimes committed by the rebel navy during the war. In particular, the naval bombardment that massacred the terrified civilian population in the Desbanda episode. The two brothers Moreno from the cruisers and Cervera from Franco's general staff.
During the Desbanda, also known as the Andalusian Guernica, between 3,000 and 5,000 people were killed on that journey of horror. There is no exact inventory with the data of the forced disappearances that took place in this massacre. In Andalusia alone, according to Fernando Martinez of the University of Almeria, more than 57,000 people were executed at the hands of Franco.
As long as Spain continues to be one of the countries that has the most problems with memory, Spain will continue to be a country in democratic terms with deficiencies that go far beyond being the second country with graves and forced disappearances after Cambodia.
The exile of the Desbanda was not only from Malaga to Almeria, but the road from Murcia to the north of France is also full of missing persons from this war.
Lucia Muñoz Lucena y Francis González, teleSUR, Andalucía, España.